I refused to cook a single meal for my brother's family after they moved in uninvited, and I'm not sorry. My brother Dex called me on a Thursday night in February. He and his wife Cassie were having some temporary issues with their apartment situation. Lease ended, new place wasn't ready. Could they crash with me for about 2 weeks? I have a 3-bedroom house to myself. I said sure. They showed up Friday afternoon with a U-Haul. Not a small one either, a medium one, with furniture. I stood on my front porch watching them carry in a dresser and I said, "How long exactly are we talking?" Dex laughed and said, "I don't know, maybe a month. We'll pitch in, don't worry." He said it the way people say things they have no intention of doing. That was 11 weeks ago. Here's the thing about me. I actually like to cook. Real meals, not just pasta from a box. The first week they were there, I made dinner almost every night because they were getting settled and I was trying to be a decent person about the situation. Roast chicken, stir fry, a lasagna on Sunday. Cassie ate everything and left her dishes wherever she finished eating them. The second week, she started making requests. The first time I thought I'd misheard her. I was in the kitchen around 5 p.m. and she came in, opened the fridge, looked around and said, "Oh, could you do that chicken thing again? With the lemon? That was really good." I made the chicken again. The next week, she texted me from the living room while I was literally standing at the stove. "Can you make sure there are no mushrooms tonight? I don't really like them." I hadn't said anything about mushrooms. There hadn't been mushrooms in anything I'd made. I don't even know where that came from. I took the mushrooms out of what I was making. I don't know why. I just did it. Dex didn't say anything about any of it. He'd come home, sit down, eat, and thank me in this distracted half-second way like I was a drive-through window and he had somewhere to be. The night it actually ended for me was a Tuesday. I'd had a genuinely rough day at work and I walked in the front door around 7 p.m. to find Cassie on my couch watching something loud on TV. She glanced up and said, "What are you thinking for dinner tonight?" "I'm starving." I stopped in the doorway. "I just got home," I said. "Oh, I know. I was just thinking if you wanted to do something easy, tacos are fine, or that garlic pasta thing." She was already looking back at the screen. I went to my room, changed out of my work clothes, came back to the kitchen and made myself a sandwich. Turkey, mustard, whatever was in there. I ate it standing at the counter and washed my one plate. Cassie came in about 20 minutes later, looked at the empty counter and said, "Oh, did you already eat? Where's mine?" "I didn't make you anything." She kind of laughed. "What do you mean?" "I mean I made dinner for myself. I've been cooking for you two every night for 2 months and I'm not doing it anymore." She stared at me like I'd said something in another language. "We're guests. Guests bring something when they come over. Guests say thank you without being reminded. Guests don't text me from the couch to put in their order." She went and got Dex. He came in with this whole calm down, let's be reasonable energy, saying I was blowing it out of proportion, that Cassie didn't mean anything by it, that I was being cold. "I'm not angry," I said. "I'm genuinely fine. I just don't cook for you anymore. There's a grocery store 8 minutes from here." Dex said that felt pretty hostile given everything they were going through. "You showed up with a moving truck," I said, without asking me. "We can talk about hostile." He didn't say anything after that. They've been here 3 more weeks since that night. They buy their own food now, cook their own stuff. Cassie doesn't look at me when we're in the same room, which honestly makes the whole thing easier. They still haven't mentioned a move-out date.